Welcome back, everybody. Now, I recently tested out a snack tray that attached to a Stanley Cup, and after that video, I got several requests for similar type products. So today I'm testing out 3 more gadgets that attach to Stanley Cups and other tumblers to see how they actually work. The 3 contestants are, this is a Tumbler wallet, so you can keep your valuables stuck to the side of your drink. Sold alongside that wallet is actually an anti-spill kit, mainly for Stanley Cups. And finally, this is an ice mold that creates a mold set that will fit into tapered tumblers and give you literally a wall of ice in your tumbler. Let's start with a pouch and the anti-spill kit and see how that works. Inside this bag is a Stanley Cup pouch, which I paid 16 bucks for. They say it's a fanny pack for your Stanley Cup. It works with both 30 and 40 ounce models. It only seems to come in one color, which I can't say I'm totally fond of. They say you just strap it on via the Velcro band right here. And you can put things in it like keys, headphones, coins, and even phones. And inside here, we also have a spill stopper, I believe, which supposedly prevents your Stanley Cup from leaking. Now, there are not a lot of reviews for this one, but the consumer feedback seems generally positive, so we'll have to see how this actually works. All right, let's take a first look at this now. Here's the pouch itself. Now, the pouch, that's a weird color. It seems like almost kind of a dingy, like pinkish color. I'm not sure I like it. It looks like a dirty pink. Now, before I get to the pouch itself, which looks pretty basic, I'm kind of interested in some of these accessories here. First, this is they call this a boot, which just slips over the bottom here, I guess. Provides an anti-slip boot. I guess that does work. So far, so good. Now, they have 2 of the anti-spill kits here, so I'm gonna put one half of these away. So step 1, you're supposed to take the lid off here, take the straw out, rotate this to expose this opening, and this supposedly slips right in there. It's not exactly just slipping right in there. They make it look really easy in their video on Amazon. Oh, I did it. There it is. There it is. That was not as easy as they make it look. Next up, this cap is supposed to go right here. Now you slide this back over on top of that. We're making progress here. Put the straw back through. That's working pretty well. And then we have the straw cap that goes over the straw itself. All right, with the leak-proof kit in place, let's put some water in here and see if it actually leaks. Filling the Stanley Cup. All right, putting it back. Do I think this is gonna work? I kind of don't think it's gonna work. I'm not very optimistic. Make sure everything's in place here. Here we go. And, oh, it's leaking. It's leaking. It didn't work. It didn't work. Where did I fail here? Let me just double check everything. I'm not sure where that water came from. It didn't work. I don't know why that's funny. It shouldn't be funny, but it's funny to me. Oh, it looks like it's coming out from the straw area. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's definitely the straw area. What if I take this part out? Maybe this part's causing problems. Let's try it one more time. Oh, it definitely leaks. It didn't work. All right, so it didn't work. It did not work. All right, so I really try to be fair in my reviews here. So I turned the cameras off, I sat down with it, I kind of installed this leak-proof system several times. I'm not really sure if I did anything different, but the final time I did it, it's not leaking nearly as much. Check it out. I mean, it's not leaking too much. Not at all. One drop. One drop. I don't think that's too bad. Might be acceptable, one drop like that. So, I mean, well, now it's leaking more. I got it better, let's put it that way. I got it better. I don't think it's gonna be 100% leak-proof, but I did reapply it a few times until it seemed like it was optimal, I guess. But let's try loading this pouch up now. Tomorrow I've got to get together by a pool, so I'm gonna take my Stanley Cup with all my accessories and see how it actually works. Before I do that though, I gotta load up with the contents of my wallet here. So let's see, will a phone fit in here? I don't think a phone's gonna fit this way. It's sticking up over the top. I just don't think it's gonna close. No, maybe it will. Well, that's kind of tight. That's a 10S Max with no case. Here's a 14 Pro Max with a case, and it definitely is not going to fit. And there's no way. That is not, I can't even cram it in there. But I guess I can put it on this side here. Maybe it'll work like that, although it feels kind of, doesn't feel overly sturdy. I'll do that last. I'm going to take the contents of my wallet out of here. See what I got here. I got my Yogurtland loyalty card and a Discover card. Let's put those in here. I've got my Mirage key card, and I've got another debit card here. So far, so good. I've got my ID, Station Casinos card, and another debit card. That all fits. I got a little bit of cash in here. I've got a little bit of cash and a couple of cash out vouchers. So I've got my cards on one side and my cash in this side pocket right there. Oh, most important thing, I got my keys. I'm just gonna kind of throw those in there. Tomorrow, I'm not taking my wallet, I'm taking this. So hopefully I don't lose it. All right, let's attach it to the Stanley Cup now. All right, when it's full, it's kind of fat. It doesn't look so sleek like in their pictures. And I was gonna put my phone in the side pocket here. Let's see. I can't do it. I can't stick it in the side pocket. The side pocket's kind of rounded here. I don't think I can do it. Maybe if I take my keys out. I'll take the keys out and try the phone in there. Oh man, it's actually sliding down. I don't know about this, man. I don't know. I'm gonna do it though, but I don't know about it. Maybe I'll make this a little tighter. It just feels so awkward. It feels, even the cup, it feels like it's gonna fall over. I don't know. I'm very on the fence about this one. It sure looks better in their video than it does in real life, as far as the function goes. But we're gonna make that work. So tomorrow I'm putting my Stanley Cup to the test and we'll see how it actually works. But before I do that, I have one more product to test out, then I'll take them out in the real world and try them all together. Let's take a look at these ice molds. They call it a silicone ice cube tray. I paid 15 bucks for this. It currently has a 4.4 star rating, also on Amazon's Choice. Got some instructions here, very nice. Very minimal too. There's a lid here, and we have 3 different mold sizes, first, second, and third. Now the claims are that it's an ice cube tray for 30 and 40 ounce tumblers. It creates a 3-piece mold that creates large cubes that melt slowly inside a tumbler. They say it will keep drinks cold longer. Hollow cubes can be stacked inside a tumbler or used individually. Easy to use, easy to clean. Now most of the reviews I saw were positive, but some people said that the ice didn't really fit in the tumblers, and there's some people had an issue with the lid. So I'm gonna clean this off, read these over, and then get started. All right, so I washed it off. I read over these minimal instructions. Let's get started. All right, first thing you're supposed to do is take the lid off. By the way, this lid's kind of janky. It's like, it does not seem to go in there very well at all. Eventually you can get it to fit, but it doesn't fit very well. Anyways, in this case, take the lid off. Step number 2 is add water to the molds. We have 1, 2, and 3. This is gonna get kind of dicey not to spill this here. Now I should point out, I didn't really see a fill line in here, so I'm just kind of going to near the top of it. I guess that's right. I'm not really sure. There's nothing about a fill line, so I'm just guessing. Maybe a fill line doesn't really matter. All right, so filling all 3 of these up was exactly 16 ounces from this measuring cup. So step number 3, cover with the janky lid. All we gotta do now is place this in the freezer and then wait and see what happens. All right, this has been in the freezer for about 2 days now, so if it's not frozen, we have a bigger problem than just this mold. But let's pop these out of here and see how they look. I'm following their instructions once again. Not that I really need to, but I'm following them anyways. Step 5, remove the outer silicone mold. All right, there's what we got so far. Looks like I would expect. It just says, take out the ice cubes. That's all it says, but they show them kind of pushing them from the bottom, so let's try that. Oh, it worked. Oh, that's a nice big size ice cube there. So far so good. Let's keep going. It does take a little bit of elbow grease in here. Yeah. My hands are getting frozen here. All right, it's working. Wow, that's cold. Oh, these kind of slide in here like ice hockey. Okay, last one, the big one, the big boy here. Oh, that one actually comes out easiest. All right, the big one is actually the easiest one to remove. So there we go, we got all 3 of them. That's not annoying or anything, is it? All right, put these back in here now. Now they don't really say this in the instructions, but you're supposed to be able to put these in the Stanley Cup. So I'm guessing you're supposed to put the small one in first because you have this tapered bottom. Let's try that. And there it goes. Oh, it fits pretty well in there. Now we'll go medium. And then large. Oh, well, we got a bunch of ice in there. I mean, this thing is completely full of ice. That's actually kind of cool. I guess the next question I have now is, this is a 40 ounce tumbler, but I got so much ice in there. How much liquid will it hold with the ice in there? Let's measure it out. All right, 16 came up to right there, so we're not gonna hold anywhere close to 40. So it looks like about 24 ounces of liquid when you've got it completely full of ice. This water temperature is pretty cold. It's already in the 40s. I got cold water to put in there, so I don't want to be too unfair here. So let me drop a little bit of lemon in here. So I'll be drinking this all day today. All right, I think I'm ready to go. I just have one more thing to do. This is more like it. I'm ready to rock. Let's get out of here. So after taking this out on a real world test, I have some final observations. The pouch, it seems pretty good as long as you only have a few things to take with you. It doesn't really hold a large phone. And even if you do have a small phone, if you put something like keys in there, the phone's not going to fit. I think it might have some uses, but it probably isn't quite as versatile as they'd like you to believe. Now the anti-spill kit is kind of interesting because it seemed like the more I use it, the better it got. By the end of my day at my pool get together, it wasn't leaking at all. When I first tried it out, it was leaking pretty bad. By the end of the day, it wasn't really leaking at all. I didn't really do much different, so it's just kind of touchy as far as that goes. And the ice mold, I actually kind of like this. I can't say it's a huge advantage over just dumping some ice cubes in there, but maybe it is a slight advantage. The larger ice surface probably melts more slowly than ice cubes, so to give you a less watered down drink. My drink was cold all day, the ice lasted, so as far as I'm concerned, it worked as expected. But that's all I've got. If you've tried any of these products, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.